All right, what's going on, big dogs? So we have JoJo Siwa once again making headlines this week, and that has been nothing new as of late. She has been pulling her best Miley Cyrus impersonation for the last few months, trying to prove how big and grown up she really is by just doing the most dumb and cringe things she can possibly think of to do, making terrible songs, stealing songs in some cases, and dry humping everything in sight. Well, this last week, she ended up performing at some Pride festival or Pride concert event type deal and really gave everybody something to talk about. When in the middle of her set, she quite literally starts to feel herself up.
Hey, Terry, smell my finger.
Oh, what the hell is that?
My ass.
Yes. Very appropriate and appealing to everyone. This lady is. This clip has obviously been making its rounds on places like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Obviously, a bunch of people in the commentary community have been talking about it now. And as half of the population of the world saying that she is gross and cringe, that she probably shouldn't act like this, especially when she knows that her audience used to be for young children, like her style of music and the way she presented herself used to be for young children. And then you have the other half of the population saying she can do whatever she wants, and that the other people on the other half are just being overdramatic and shouldn't care at all what she does. And well, to be honest, I kind of find myself falling somewhere into the middle of both sides here. And before I get into that, before I get into my opinion, I just feel like I need to clarify. I know, and so does everyone else, that there has been plenty of other actresses, singers, songwriters, whatever you want to call them, who have and continue to do very similar or the exact same type of stunts. And guess what? Those that took the child star or the child-friendly routine or route in their career, they all got called out for being cringe and gross. That's just how it works. And those who didn't, like Lady Gaga, for the most part, she really didn't get called out because everybody knew what she was going to do and understood that that was her character. She had acted like that since the beginning of her career, really. And so people just, again, knew what to expect. Now, I'm just giving my opinion on the matter, so don't be spamming, oh my god, she can do what you want, you're just homophobic, or something stupid like I've been seeing on everybody else's comment section who's made a video on this. Just because I don't like what she's doing or because I don't 100% agree with it doesn't mean I hate the lady or doesn't mean I don't want her to have a good career or anything like that. I'm just giving my opinion on a matter. So let's get back to the topic at hand here, though. So JoJo obviously started out kind of her career being one of those Dancing with the Stars or like child dancer girls, and slowly transitioned into doing kind of a child pop career where she was basically a kids bop person and made kid-friendly content and songs. And then for whatever reason, again, like Miley Cyrus, she decided to go out full cringe and full overboard and really try to rebrand herself to break away from the child star like icon or title, really. And this has long been something that I have never understood, why singers and songwriters or actors or actresses, whoever, decides to do things like this. You don't need to fully rebrand yourself and completely go all the way to the other side of nothing but cringe and embarrassment to prove that you are a grown adult. One of the best examples I can honestly give is Justin Bieber. Now, I'm not a big Justin Bieber fan before anybody starts commenting, and I know he did dumb shit outside of his music. I'm strictly talking from like a music standpoint, okay? When they are performing on stage and when they are writing songs, all right? Yes, Justin Bieber was like racing fucking rented sports cars and pissing in mop buckets and doing other dumb stuff outside of his singing and songwriting. But when it came down to his music matured with his audience. His music grew up with his audience, and that is probably the proper way to go about these things. Because you can see, yeah, he had those rough years where he was doing dumb stuff outside of music, but he was never really up on stage like dry humping girls or, you know, rubbing on himself or anything like that. His music just matured with him. And I don't know why other music stars don't do that same thing. I don't know why people, again, like Miley Cyrus or JoJo in this case, decide to completely go the full Lady Gaga route or the Kiss route in JoJo's case here and just go full on cringe, full overboard on the look how mature and adult I am. I know about sex and touching yourself. Ha ha ha. Look how mature I am. When you know damn well that there are a lot of out of touch parents out there who are going to bring their kid to these events because they think, oh, JoJo's a kid-friendly artist. Ha 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 ha. And just to see something like that happen has got to be kind of like, what the hell's going on? Now, there were kids in the audience. She even acknowledges it here, as you can see.
There's a 6-year-old right there. Why the fuck are you here? I love it.
And this obviously has people up in arms too, yelling at her that there was kids in the audience. And then you got the other half of people saying that the parents are in the wrong here. And I honestly fall again in the middle. My overall opinion is, if you're going to bring your kid to a Pride event, I guess I can't stop you. I don't think that place is for kids. Even people who go to Pride events, like the Pride people who go there all the time and take time out of their days and times to like set up Pride events and do all that other stuff, even they say it is not for kids. Bring your kids if you want, I guess. I'm not here to raise your kids for you. If you want to do that, I'm not going to stop you. I don't think it's right. I'm not going to bring my kid to some, conservative, whatever, leaning talking point, because they're kids. I don't think they need to be around politics or any of that kind of stuff at a young age. They should be outside playing with their friends or riding bike or playing some video games or whatever. Like, they're kids. All right. They don't need to learn about that stuff yet. But she literally acknowledges a 6-year-old in the crowd and later calls him awesome for being there, which is, again, gross. There's no need for you to be like feeling yourself up when you see that there's kids in the audience. Again, I'm falling in the middle here. The parents probably shouldn't bring their kids there, but she should also probably acknowledge that there's kids there and either say something to the audience like, hey, if you have kids here, why are they here? Get your kids out of here. Or, be like, hey, like, this is an adult thing. If your kids are here, just know that stuff's going to go on. If you're okay with that, all right, but don't be mad at me because you're the one who decided to bring your kids here. I feel like they're both kind of at fault a little bit. They both sides could have done something to prevent the child from seeing that. I would lean more towards that it's the parents' fault, because JoJo's going to go up and do her performance the way she rehearsed it no matter what. And parents should probably keep up with their kids' trends instead of just assuming that kids' trends are going to stay the same forever. That's not how things work. Things change. And now for my my overall opinion on this entire ordeal. Again, if JoJo wants to do this type of route and go the full Miley Cyrus cringe route, I'm not going to stop her. Obviously, I'm not anybody important. I don't really care if she does stuff like this. It's up to her. I just think it's really cringe and dumb, and I wanted to make a video on it. She doesn't need to be up there feeling herself up, touching on herself to prove that she's an adult. She can do plenty of other things to prove that she's an adult and to prove that she can mature in her music and mature in the way she does things without dressing like a goth wannabe and pretending to be this super edgy, super dark person who at every turn and every corner is trying to prove how mature she is, because then you just come off as a bigger child. It's like when a kid is like putting on their dad's suit or something when they're growing up, or their dad's clothes, trying to pretend that they're their dad or their mom or something like that. It's like, all right, we can see that you're still a kid and you just don't really understand what it is or what it means to be an adult. You're just trying to pretend. Again, she almost reminds me of like all the new quote unquote adult cartoons that come out nowadays, where all the humor is just as sexually explicit as possible. All the jokes are nothing but super cringe political comments and super cringe sexual comments. It's just like some of the most dumb things you could possibly do to prove that you're an adult. Like when kids first learn how to swear and they swear all the time thinking that it makes them an adult. And then you get older and you realize adults really don't swear as much as you thought they did on like TV and stuff like that. So it's all super gross and super cringe. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to stop her. I really don't give two fucks what she does with her career. If it fails because she does stuff like this, that's on her. If it succeeds because she does stuff like this, that's on her. Awesome. Great. I don't care. I just wanted to make a video on it because I thought it was a really funny video to go viral. And I thought it was super hilarious to see this child star being like, hey, look at me. Like, it's so fucking weird. And obviously it's like been making its rounds because she's been doing this now for a few months and everybody is trying to keep up with her. So, I mean, I guess in one sense it's working. She's getting the publicity she wants. She's getting people to, click and comment, and, any publicity is good publicity unless you say something really terrible, I guess. But this isn't going to get her canceled or anything like that. This is just going to make people either like her more or not like her more. And that's really going to be, I guess, up to her music. I think if she makes good music and continues to do this, she'll be fine. But so far, she just steals music and makes shitty songs. So I don't know how well her music career is going to go, but I guess we can sit back and watch the wildfire that is the JoJo Siwa music career here. So, but anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, remember, please leave a like, comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what you think of the whole situation down below. Don't forget to come check me out on my socials. Links will be down in the description below. If you're looking to see what I use for my setup wise, computer, PC, all that kind of stuff, all that will be down in the description as well. Thank you guys for sticking around until the end of the video. Thank you for your time. And until the next video, guys, Godspeed.